Welcome to another episode of the Standard Bank Joy of Jazz. Live the music and feel the jazz. It's me, your host, Reverend Gwenya, and we are broadcasting to you today from the luxurious comfort of the Intercontinental Sandton Towers in Johannesburg, South Africa. We are in the penthouse suite, apparently, where the likes of David Beckham and the man we love so much, Lionel Richie, just came by to spend a couple of nights. And that's what we are doing today. We are having a beautiful conversation with a young man. This man is swagged up, man. He brings the swag in jazz, He's a young pianist. He's worldly renowned, and he's very studious too. I'm looking forward to hearing a lot more about what inspires this young man to just get up in the morning and do what he does best. I'm talking about none other than Bokani Dyer. How you doing, man?
All good, and it's Bokani Dyer, just to correct you.
Bokani Dyer, my bad.
But it's all
Bokani,
good.
Bokani. It's closely related.
All good.
Yeah. I'm surprised that I didn't feel a punch coming to because you know how it is, guys and their names, man. They don't play around, man.
No. Your charisma was great, so I can't fault you on that one.
No, that's great, man. But lovely to have you on the show, man.
Thank you so much. For having me.
I'm really impressed to see a young guy swagged up like you, and you're doing one of the most prestigious music genres in the world.
Yeah. If you kind of do your research and look a little bit beyond the surface, you'll find that there's a kind of thread that runs through music as it goes through the ages, and like I would say, jazz is like the same family as a lot of music that is out there today. It's maybe just the grandfather or something like this. So it's all kind of part of the same family, and it's been influenced by jazz.
Yes.
And so I'm involved in different kinds of music, but I would say that jazz is definitely the basis from where I started. What
got you into playing the piano?
I was kind of just drawn to it. It's sometimes you can't really explain things completely. There was a practice room at my high school.
Okay.
This is when I was in Botswana growing up.
Yes, and we're gonna touch on that as well. Yeah.
Man, it was just something about it. The door was always open, and there was this guy there who was always playing the piano.
So those melodies, you could hear them coming through. You love that. That hammer on the string.
Yeah.
You could.
Well,
hear
it wasn't
that
deep at that point.
All right.
But it was just something that I was drawn to. And look, I mean, I grew up in a musical family. My father's a musician, so I was always surrounded by musicians. So it was never a kind of foreign thing.
What lesson would you say has been? Because every lesson counts, but which one has been close to your heart, and who gave it to you as you embarked on your learning tour, if I should call it?
There's so many lessons. And they're also opposing lessons, and you learn from that, because there's also, I used to say to people, follow your bliss,
Okay.
Because, whatever it is inside you that is giving you this thing of bliss, you must kind of follow that. But then Miles Davis also said that he loved playing ballads, which is like slow, kind of sentimental songs, too much. And he found a way. He says because he liked them so much, he stopped recording them so much, which is another lesson, because it's like sometimes if you overindulge yourself in the things that you enjoy, then you kind of it's not a balanced expression. So look, the lessons are out there for you, and I think if truth finds you, you can kind of feel that this thing, there's some realness about this thing. So yeah.
So there's a particular thing. We're living the music, right?
Yeah.
And we're feeling the jazz, you know. So as a young cat, you young, man, and when I look at you, I think rapper, I expect you to hold the mic and start dropping bars and stuff. Can't you drop bars of another kind?
Yes, of course.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Do you ever feel the urge to totally 360 change and start doing another genre of music?
Yeah, like I say, there are some things that I'm involved in where it's completely a departure from jazz, and in a way that's nice, you know, because it's like it's a different energy, a different feeling, and there's something about that's cool, you know. Like if you're playing like more electronic music for the purposes of dance floor, it has a completely different energy, you know. And I've done some stuff in those kind of circles, and it's amazing. It just gives you something completely different, but it's also special, you know, which is why I'm saying for me I've had a taste of a few of these different things in different worlds and different spaces. So for me it's always interesting, because I'm like, damn, that doesn't happen at a jazz gig where you know, people are getting down and they're in a trance in a way, you know. It's something else, man. But then the jazz thing is a completely different expression, because the music is fluid, and everyone can kind of express themselves in a different way every time you get on stage. So then it's like a thing about communication, and your instincts needs to be very tuned in to what's going on around you, and that's also a special. It has its little nugget of gold in that vibe, you know. So I think there's a lot of special things in different spaces. So I think it would be very limiting for any musician to close themselves and block themselves to these experiences that are out there for all of us to enjoy.
So the music you play obviously sparks certain emotions and moods in people in your audience that's listening.
Yes.
But you are human too.
Yes.
You have your own emotions and your own moods. Do you find that when you're in a particular mood, you write better, you compose better than when you're in a certain different kind of mood? Or does your mood also influence the kind of music you compose and write?
Yeah, definitely. I think that you know, art and music as well is a reflection of life and what people go through, human experiences. So, you know, if you're in a sad mood, then the music can come out sad. It doesn't make the music any less. It also has its own thing. If you're happy, then you can do a song that's more happy, and that's also cool. But it's just basically art is a mirror of life.
This year we are seeing you again with the glorious return on the Standard Bank Joy of Jazz stage. At the Sandton Convention Center, which happens to be just a stone throw away from this lovely hotel.
No, I'm really looking forward to it. It's quite an interesting concept that I'm going to be involved in. It's called Piano Play. So it's actually 3 pianists that are being featured.
Wow. So all 3 of you are going to be playing at the same time?
I'm actually not entirely sure. I mean, you know, because it's quite hard logistically if we're all playing grand pianos, and it might get a bit like, I don't know if it's possible to do that, but basically
it would be cool to see. That's what I'm saying.
It would be amazing. It would be amazing. That would be
maybe you
crazy.
guys, because if you haven't rehearsed, maybe, you know, just maybe think about it, man. Like try you do your thing, then somebody picks up on it, and you know.
No, I mean,
that would be really
cool. It would
cool.
be nice if that's the case. But in any case, it's going to be featuring. The show is going to be featuring three piano players. It's Amina Figarova's show, and then she's featuring 2 South African pianist, myself, and Kyle Shepard as well.
Wow, man, that's going to be a spectacle, eh?
Yeah, it should be.
You
fun.
Looking forward to it?
Most definitely.
No, that's really cool.